guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna do something a little bit more lighthearted. God knows I need it with what's been going on online for the past few weeks. We're gonna do something lighthearted where we look at what we have collectively considered ugly fashion trends, because these are things you guys sent to me on Twitter. As usual, the disclaimer: if I don't like something that you like, it doesn't mean I think you're a piece of shit. We just disagree on fashion and it's not that deep. Also, fun announcement, my new merch is launching. We have designs such as this one. We have phone cases such as this one. There are stickers, there are mugs, there is something truly for everyone. So if you want to check that out, I will leave the link in the description down below. Anyway, let's look at these fashion trends. Every single video, there's always something transparent that looks like essentially plastic. And I mean, the thing is, and I think I say this every single time, I get the concept, like I get the idea of, you know, the aesthetic, I suppose, but as much as I believe in being uncomfortable for the sake of fashion and looking good, hence heels, this is just one of those things that isn't worth it in my opinion. And like I said in other videos, I think this is probably the type of thing you wear for a picture and then you take off immediately, and that's all there really is to it. So, I mean, if it floats your boat, that's great. Personally, not my cup of tea. Lord. I really try to not make these videos Fashion Nova centric, but nonetheless, I feel like there's just so much shit and they constantly have new things. It's almost inevitable that they don't make some kind of fashion tragedy, and frankly, I don't like this, and I'll tell you why. First of all, avoiding a camel toe in this seems interesting. Possible, but I don't know, not very likely. Second of all, it's just like, it makes me feel in the back it's also gonna look really awkward, because in the back I'm assuming it's a thong or else it wouldn't make sense. So it's just kind of like the discomfort element of this is really what I don't like, because I can't look at this without thinking, oh my god, she must be getting the weirdest, most uncomfortable wedgie, because nothing against thongs, but it's just like you have a layer of fabric and then you have a thong. Just logistically, I'm not here for it. And then you guys know how I feel about patterns. Not a big fan. You'll rarely see me wear patterns. This one is truly an atrocity. When I saw it, I was like, okay, I understand why everything of bad in the world has happened, and it's because of this shoe. Truly, it looks like a laminated, stretched out piece of shit with the sole of a sneaker. Like, who wears this? This looks like the type of shoe that the villain in like a medieval cottagecore story would wear. Fashion can be like art in a way, where it's just supposed to make you feel something and it doesn't necessarily have to be visually appealing. That being said, I feel disgusted. Plus, this is not visually appealing. Like, truly, the color too. Like, this would look terrible in any color, but the color and the contrast with the sock, just what was happening? What was this person going through? Whoever came up with this idea, they must have been going through something really bad, because yikes. I think the issue with this one is styling, because her dress, if she were just wearing that dress and then she wore black heels or nude heels, like a low-key shoe and minus the hat and gloves, I think it would be fine. I feel like this is the type of situation where if you take the elements and separate them, it's not terrible. Now, granted, I feel like dresses that have an all-over print of scenery are really hard to pull off. Frankly, when I wear them, I feel like a billboard, but not in a good way. The boots, I'm not a fan of. I like thigh highs, but white cowboy style boots, it's too much for me. Black thigh high cowboy style boots I own, so that's very much a thing I enjoy. The gloves and the hat could be a total look with something else, but I just feel like this is overkill. That's one of the things I have an issue with in fast fashion, aside from the ethical side, which is obviously the biggest problem with fast fashion. The less is more thing is just thrown out the window. Actually, no, that's not true. Either they do the bare minimum, so they'll just print a shirt that says woman on it, like literally woman, and then they'll just say like fashion. But then they'll also go in the extreme opposite direction and just be like, let us give someone a sensory overload of just all this shit. Just like throw all this shit on the model. It's almost like they didn't want to take multiple photo shoots, so they're like, how many products can we squeeze into this one picture? Again, if these things were separate, I don't think they would be this bad. Maybe. So first of all, this is screenshotted from Naima Tang's Instagram story, and I love her content, so this makes it doubly awesome. Why? Look, I love some weird shit, but this really is not it at all. The concept of having your big toe out just makes me feel uncomfortable, just because like you're bringing so much attention to the big toe, and it's like, for what? Like who are we catering? I don't know. I feel like Quentin Tarantino would love these shoes, but these are not up my alley. But this is just straight up ugly. Like, especially the foot that's on the ground. It just like, it looks like your toe is gonna be touching the actual floor because it's like pointed. I feel like your toe is gonna be dirty as hell after walking around all day. So that's gonna be a no from me. I'm gonna be completely honest here. This particular shoe reminds me of a very specific individual that I no longer associate with, but that gives me a very visceral reaction. Essentially, this shoe in my head is related to this person, and they're a piece of shit. So anytime I see this shoe, I get like war flashbacks. But no, I actually like chunky shoes. Some, like, they have to be made properly, obviously, but this to me seems like the type of shoe that the annoying hipster would wear. I don't even know if in 2020 hipsters still exist. I don't know. This shoe just gives me the feeling of someone who went one semester abroad and then they come back thinking they're better than everyone else, and this is the shoe they wore. They'll say something like,
oh yeah, everyone in Berlin was wearing them.
And you're just like, oh God, just no, just shut up. And I don't like the laces. The laces remind me of, you know how, I don't know what they're called. Those like things that you put around your glasses so you can hang your glasses around your neck. Those strings remind me of that, and also ugly curtains. So this shoe in and of itself is canceled. Just from the get-go, absolutely canceled. We don't want to see her. We don't know her. Socks with high heels is a bold look that can be fashionable. I have to laugh because they say can be, so it's not like it even is. It can be. Socks and heels might pair together better than you'd think. No, this is a hill I'm willing to die on. I have never once seen socks with heels and liked it. Not ever once. And like I said, there's always an exception to the rule. There's always someone who can pull off crazy ass shit. It's like when people wear socks with sandals. I just like, why did you need to do that? Because now you're putting us all in a really awkward, uncomfortable position because we have to see that and experience it with our own eyes. My God, no. Okay, this is the last one, and I'm gonna be honest, I actually kind of like this one. Like, I don't think I could pull it off personally. Like, I think with a lot of these things, you just have to have a very particular style to be able to pull off certain creative fashion, perhaps. But I think she's killing it in it. Like, it does look kind of like a prison jumpsuit, but fashionable. But then again, like, prison, but make it fashion. Like, I think she looks good, and I can think of so many people who could pull this off. It's just like double denim is already hard, let alone if it's a jumpsuit. But I personally quite like this one. Anyways, guys, let me know which one you thought was the ugliest in the comments down below. Remember, my merch is launched, so if you're interested in that, that's linked down below. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and let's get right into